What's up, guys? Quick overview of my trades today. Went 4 for 4. I think I could have done better. Um, Trend days are not my friend, and I was sitting in the car today. I was trying to figure that out because I've always said this. I'm not good at trend. I like having a defined range, um, and I think that is because I have my clear entries and my clear exits on trend days like this. When we are just going straight down, I don't have my clear exit points. I could target psych levels or major supports on the 30 minutes, or like a 30-minute chart, 65-minute chart, whatever it is. But the difficult thing about those when you're targeting that support, you have to remember that these 30-minute charts, they're going to wick. You're never just going to have a clean bounce right off the 375 level, like you can see right here. Um, Close below. I guess this might be a bad example. Close a little bit below, and then this knifed up on the 30-minute chart. That just shows a clean bounce off the 375 level. Anyway, so I did go full 4 though, and they're smaller gains. I didn't size in as much as I like to, and that's mostly just because the fact that I know my weakness, and my weakness is trend days. But nevertheless, green is green. So I traded Nike twice, Apple once, and Google. Started the day off with Google, pretty much on 10 days. I'm looking for bear flags. Was it Google? I think it was Google. It was Google. I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking, how in the world was this green? Nice thing about days like today, the range is quite a bit, so you don't have to get big moves. You might be looking at this and saying, how in the world was this green? Well, I get in at this upper trend line, 87.37, and I'm selling right here at 87.1. That's enough for 20% on a Google call that expires tomorrow. So that's all I took right there. It was just a simple bear flag. I want to say on the 3 minute, it looked a little bit more clean. I'm a liar. It did not look more clean on the 5 minute. Took this off a 3 minute bear flag, and I pretty much just sold on this candle. I wasn't really looking for much. I just had this support zone. You can see this candle, kind of this wick started this right here. So, um, yeah, wasn't looking for much here. Just wanted a quick candle move. That's another reason why I'm not very good at trend days. I suck at writing trends because I'm a quick one candle guy, as you guys can probably notice from my videos. So I'm looking for that one candle move. So when I'm watching trend days, I'm like, oh my goodness, these cons just ran 400% and I sold for 20. But oh well, 20% is just fine for me. A couple more. Nike was one of my best plays today. Took it twice. Kind of odd. I don't know why Nike. I traded out the chart last night, but there was really no in particular reason why I was trading Nike. It was just kind of like on my watch list. It was just a looking back on it. It wasn't the best rising wedge, but it was something where it was green, and I was like, well, short the green. Why not? Everything's bleeding. So Nike had this giant gap below. So I went ahead and added some on this candle, this green candle right here. I had this trend line drawn right here. It depends on where you draw on this trend line. Could it look like a retest? I see that as well. Honestly, that might have been the better answer, but I had it still at the trend line. So usually what I'll do on something like a rising wedge like this, I'll add a little bit right here, and I'll, if we do test that upper rising wedge again, that's when I'll add more. So I added some right here, and then just breaking down right away. These Nike cons moved like crazy, and I have no clue why. Actually, I could not tell you. I'm not a big guy on delta, theta, all those kind of stuff. I don't look at the Greeks that much, to be honest. Anyways, my target was pretty simple. I wanted to break down, and I did want a little bit more, but ironically, since I didn't get my full position in, I probably saved myself because I probably would have sold for a loss somewhere up here or something like that. So I just sold in this demand zone because I was like, well, I'm just going to sell what I have. So I think I sold around 25%, I want to say. I don't remember exactly. But it was a nice trade, and I can't complain about that. Spy pump right now. It's just all right, cool. That Apple trade, I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I was saying there. So, yeah, that was the Nike trade. Next Nike trade, this was one of my bigger winners of the day, and this was a very nice trend line break that I was watching. I had this trend line drawn right here, or is it right here? I don't really know. One of those. I had a trend line drawn. We broke below, and then I was like, all right, we just broke that trend line. Watch us break this trend line. We had this wedge drawn, and once again, I had a short bias because of the fact that we were just bleeding all day. So I was like, the chances of this Nike wedge breaking on are very slim. So I went ahead, entered puts around this 116 region, stop loss above this upper trend line right here. And we got this huge candle right there, and I was like, sweet, sold half. And then I think I want to say I sold half, the other half, like right at 115. Usually I'll use those psych levels as price targets for my exit. So that was a good one. That ran like 45%, I want to say. And the rest of my cons, I sold some at 25, the rest at 45. So Nike paid well. A wedge like this is tough because if I didn't get in beforehand, I probably wouldn't have taken it because I didn't actually get a retest and I didn't want to chase on this candle. So luckily, I did have this other trend line drawn that I was able to get a good entry on. But it was a very clean wedge, nice breakdown, very technical setup that I will take every time. And my final trade of the day was on Apple. I actually just took this one, and again, this was something that let me see what I wrote in my Discord. I think I just said it. Yeah, I just said. All right, now I was just talking about the Apple Rising Wedge, and I actually recorded this trade. And the exact thing that I said in this trade is, I'm selling this as soon as I can because this is gonna fake out. Why do I think it's gonna fake out? In the last hour of the day. That last hour of the day, I'm not looking for anything. I'm looking for something that I can profit a quick move on. And I was eyeing this rising wedge. Maybe it wasn't the cleanest rising wedge, but we had these touches on these trend lines, and I felt pretty safe into this supply zone, taking puts right here. I waited for this candle to close right underneath, and I went ahead and entered right at the beginning of this candle. So this candle opened below the trend line, so I said, all right, I'm good to enter. Entered at 131.65, exited, I think, 131.3 right at that trend line. The Collins ran 25%, 20%, and 2 minutes. It was a very quick trade. I'll show you guys a 3-minute chart on this. Yeah, it was just from here to here, and that's it. I recorded the trade. I'm going to post it on my Twitter or on here. I haven't decided which one. It was literally a 30-second trade, and it was one of my best trades of the day. So a fake out like this, although it is a fake out, I was able to profit off that because I understood it was the last hour of the day. I'm not expecting any big moves. I'm expecting some sort of fake out, especially with SPY staying pretty strong. But I saw my opportunity just to take a quick little trade. This candle is all you need. All right, so that is it for me. 4 for 4 today. I didn't trade any SPY. I traded Apple, Google, and Nike twice. Not all technical setups. I played 2 rising wedges, a bear flag, and a pennant breakdown. So, nothing too complicated. Didn't use any fibs today. Didn't use any EMAs. Just straight trend lines, and those are probably my favorite. So, I will get back to you guys tomorrow. Looking forward. I think we have some pretty nice moves coming. We have a big, large range to find on SPY. We have like a $10 range right now that we can shop in between. So I'm really looking forward to playing that. Anyways, I'll catch you guys tomorrow. See ya.